7 billion people in the world, almost 500 cities with a population higher than 1 million. By 2050, we will be 10 billion. Should we start caring? Some say we're entering a new geologic era defined by human impacts, the Anthropocene. The last geologic era was the Holocene, dated 12,000 years ago. Scientists have debated when the Anthropocene would have began. Some argue that it was 8,000 years ago with the development of farming and sedentary culture. This was the time when humans spread to every continent except Antarctica. Others say that major impacts began occurring 2,000 years ago at the time of the Roman Empire, when large areas were deforested and led to a significant increase in atmospheric carbon dioxide, water, and air pollution. For most scientists, the Anthropocene began at the Industrial Revolution with the mass extraction of plant and mineral resources and the release of carbon dioxide from the combustion of fossil fuels. As well, there is an emerging fear that if we accept the Anthropocene concept, we will stop trying to protect nature and lose all wild places. Despite the debate, the term is clear. It is a wake-up call. Humans are having a fundamental global impact on the land and the distribution of living and non-living elements. Human-induced climate change will have many lasting impacts due to increased carbon in the atmosphere and the greenhouse effect. This is making the ocean more acidic, affecting coral reefs and sea life. The current accelerated extinction rate will be seen as the disappearance of marine and terrestrial species in the fossil record. Agriculture is having a tremendous impact on our planet. Over 80 million acres of land has been put to use as corn and soy crops in the US alone. This too will mark the fossil record. Nuclear activity is leaving behind radioactive compounds, and modern technology is altering chemical concentrations that will be seen in geologic layers from this time. Pollution, degradation, extinction. What does this mean for our future? Conservationists across the globe are trying to take action. Many global organizations have changed their focus from protecting nature from people to encouraging stewardship and working with people for a common goal. One of these organizations is the International Union for the Conservation of Nature, which is mainly concerned with conserving biodiversity, but has acknowledged the need for human collaboration to be successful. It has established different classifications of protected areas. These categories are part of their effort to establish a mutually beneficial relationship between nature, conservation, and human communities. Adopting the framework of the Anthropocene is essential in finding a balance between our needs and our environment. The goal is then to actively engage with our natural surroundings and develop solutions to find this balance. It is not a question of whether or not we have entered the Anthropocene. We must recognize that we have contributed to changes in our planet, and we must take responsibility for our actions if we want future generations to live on a healthy planet. Nature is not the absence of humans, and conservation is not the exclusion of humans. For nature, biodiversity, and our planet to sustain life, we must begin to have a stronger, positive relationship with our planet. It is time to start caring.